Genuinely, my favorite memory is the hotel. So, like, my season was so different because we were all quarantined in a hotel with each other.
Yeah. Okay.
So, normally, folks is just, they put you in a hotel, but, like, folks ain't never there because they just traveling around L.A., hanging out, doing stuff. But with COVID, nobody could leave.
Right.
And so,
so you in a hotel. This is when I had seen the screens and all that. The audience were screens, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, we was just with all the other artists. So, all we had was each other. And so, like, they brought us disgusting ass food to the room.
Damn.
But we were right by Universal Studios, and there's an In-N-Out by there. There's a great Mexican food spot. There's a couple Asian food spots, Panda Express, and some other food. And so I got to know the security guard, and this is my favorite moment. I was like, "Hey, just so you know, you didn't see us." And he was like, "What you mean?" I was like, "In like 5 minutes, you didn't see us." And he looked at me. He was like,
"Come down."
"Didn't see you where?" And I was like, "Exactly."
Yeah.
And then we walked away, and then like 10 of us just walked out of the hotel.
Oh, you a real
and then just went over to In-N-Out for the one time. Came back. I handed him a burger and fries, and I was like, "Lactose intolerant, right?" He was like,
okay.
Damn. Hey,
tight.
shout
That's
out to Brandon,
tight.
bro. You
That's
a real
tight.
one, bro.
I ain't gonna lie.
And you came through for the contestants too. So at the end of the day, damn, bro.
So it's basically a whole networking event in that hotel every night, basically.
Because since nobody else was there, we would just watch each other. Because like when we weren't on a particular episode, everybody would gather in my room and we would watch the episode that's currently happening. And we'd be like, "Hey, let's see what's happening with everybody. Let's see who's performing."
Yep.
That's tight.
And it would be hella fun.
You built some friendships in that?
Oh, I still got lifelong homies.
That's
Shout
tight.
out.
That's
Shout
shout out
out.
to
Selena
man.
Graves, Shakira McGrath, Double Dragons. Oh man, you guys split up, so you guys aren't a group no more. But
It's all good.
Shout out to my man Austin and Joey.
Hell yeah.
The wild man that he is.
Talk about performances. You have a most favorite and a least favorite from when you were up there? I mean, because they all look great from an audience standpoint, but like you personally critiquing yourself?
No least favorite. Favorite was the one from my daughter.
There you go.
At that point, I never thought I would win the show.
Right. You won
so-
with that one, correct?
Yeah, I did. So that was my last one.
Yeah, that's amazing, bro.
But I just remember, because you essentially how it works is you have to pitch your either songs or your dances or your poems that you want to do.
Really?
Because they have to clear them.
Really?
So especially
for
with
national television, for sure. Yeah.
Especially with songs and people singing them, if they're not, you have to pay for it. And so they already have a preset list of songs that they bought. And so it's like, hey, they highly recommend you sing from this list of like 1,000 songs that they have. Unless it's an original.
They're copyrighted and all that stuff.
So they ain't got to pay no more extra money.
Gotcha.
But with mine, it was all, I was like the enigma of the group because they were like, we can't tell you what to say.
Right.
We can't tell you what not to say, except for cursing. You can't curse on TV. But they're like, are you sure you want to do this poem for your kids to close out? You don't want to do something different?
Really? They're trying to stir you?
Because they're like, yo, we like the poem, but like, you know, you're coming off of just doing like a really emotional poem about your dad. Like, do you want to do something, you know, do you want to do something to your mom or something like that? I was like, oh no, like if I can close, I'm closing to my kids. Because guess what? This will be a gift my daughter will forever be able to keep.
Right.
Man.
And that was all that I went through. I was like, if I win or lose, it don't matter. I'm like, I already won. A poet's never been on the show. A poet never made it this far. I'm like, if I didn't get the millie, I never thought I'd get the millie. So I was like, I'm good. Which wasn't even $1 million.
Respect.
So that tax is real, ain't it?
Bro, so anyway.
Yeah.
It's